Time to suit up.
See you Mondays and Fridays, 8 to 10 on over-the-air WHKY channel 14.2.
Good evening and welcome into the Thursday, November 13th edition of the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Topping our news today, a Catawba County man lost his life in a crash Wednesday night. Ariana Mack has the details.
That's correct, Rob. A Catawba County man was killed in a crash Wednesday, November 12th. The deceased is 38-year-old Joe Shong of Conover. Shortly after 8 p.m. Wednesday, the North Carolina State Highway Patrol responded to I-40 near mile marker 130 in Catawba County. A 1995 Honda Civic was traveling west on I-40, drove off the right side of the roadway and collided with several trees. The driver of the Honda, Joe Shong, was transported to Catawba Valley Medical Center by EMS, where he later passed away as a result of his injuries. The initial investigation indicates speed to be a contributing factor in the collision. Reporting for WHKY, I'm Ariana Mack.
Thanks, Ariana, and our condolences to Mr. Shong's family. U.S. Attorney Russ Ferguson today released a summary of notable prosecutions and enforcement actions pursued during the recent lapse in federal appropriations. One of the convictions involved an individual who trafficked fentanyl in and around Catawba County and sold the drug to a teenager who died as a result of an overdose. 26-year-old Madison Dare Winslow of Lincolnton was recently sentenced to 15 years in prison, followed by 3 years of supervised release. According to court records and the sentencing hearing, Winslow was trafficking fentanyl in and around Catawba County. On February 14th of 2022, Winslow sold fentanyl-laced pills to a 17-year-old that were pressed to appear as prescription pills containing oxycodone hydrochloride. On February 16th of 2022, the minor ingested one or more of the pills sold to him by Winslow, causing the victim to fatally overdose. The cause of the victim's death was fentanyl toxicity. Law enforcement interviewed Winslow regarding her connection with the victim's fatal overdose. She admitted to selling the pills to the victim and to knowing that the pills likely contained fentanyl. Winslow continued to traffic fentanyl after that, despite knowing the drugs she was selling were linked to a fatal overdose. On April 4th of 2022, law enforcement conducted a traffic stop of Winslow's vehicle. It was determined Winslow possessed 60 pills pressed to appear as oxycodone hydrochloride, later determined to contain fentanyl. On February 13th of this year, Winslow pleaded guilty in federal court to distribution of fentanyl. She is serving her sentence at Federal Correctional Institution in Estill, South Carolina. In making the announcement, U.S. Attorney Ferguson thanked the Maiden Police Department and the Catawba County Sheriff's Office for their investigation of this case. The North Carolina Department of Transportation has awarded a contract to convert a Caldwell County interchange to a reduced conflict intersection. HEI Civil Carolinas LLC of Charlotte earned the $13.3 million contract to convert the US 321 intersection with Mission Road and Lower Cedar Valley Road in Hudson to a reduced conflict intersection. Crews can begin construction as early as December. Reduced conflict intersections eliminate left turns from side roads onto busy main roads. Instead, drivers use a dedicated lane to make a U-turn. These intersections reduce the number of potential conflict points between drivers and pedestrians. This intersection redesign is part of the larger US 321 widening project, which will see 321 widen to 6 lanes between US 70 in Hickory and US 321 alternate in Granite Falls. The project will also convert 321's intersections with Mount Herman Road and Pine Mountain Road to reduced conflict intersections, which will be advertised for bids next summer. The contract calls for construction of the Mission Road intersection to finish by fall of 2027. In today's crime report, details on a fugitive arrest in Caldwell County and reports from Ariana Mack and David Cedrone on area drug arrests. In local sports, Jason Savage has a recap of the App State women's basketball contest, news from CVCC's bass fishing team, plus Lenore Rhine volleyball and women's soccer news. In Community Focus, Ariana Mack will speak with the owner of a motorsports company about an upcoming monster truck event at a Hickory Metro area speedway. We are on over-the-air TV every weekday at 5:30 and 10 p.m. on channel 14.2. We're also on the WHKY YouTube channel and at 10 o'clock weeknights on the WHKY Facebook page. We're also in multiple cable systems, including Compas in Morganton. I am Rob Eastwood, and this is the WHKY News.